Well, welcome, Saffron, to White Fox After Hours Girls Tour Edition.
Thanks for having me.
We're so excited.
I feel like it's been a long time coming.
Yes. Yeah, and it's nice just to have like a little girly catch up. So.
I know. While we're here in London as well, in your, well, not your home. You're a Brighton girlie, but it feels right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not far, so
You're
basically it's home. It's my second home, so.
How's your week been? Give the people an update.
Yeah, it's been good. What have I been up to this week? Well, the sun's been shining, which makes a real change for the UK. Actually, before this, obviously, podcast started, we've just been talking about where we're going to go for drinks on the weekend. Like, that isn't a usual thing that I'm out day drinking because it's usually miserable weather. So this week, I've been my happiest self because of the sunshine. So,
I love that.
I love that. I feel like it makes it more fun because, like, every time the sun's out, everyone from here is like, where are we going? What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, it's just crazy because we don't get much of it. So, like, everyone will make the most of this week. Like, I don't think you will ever see London as busy as this week. And what are we in? April? Yeah, we're in April.
I
love such nice weather for April.
Such nice weather. But what's weird, I always feel like the UK does April better than even summer. Like, I feel like our April is always really nice.
We've come at the right time.
Yeah. Screw LA, stay in the UK.
We just come here like, wow, London's amazing. What's going on about this bad weather?
I know, literally all week I've been saying, like, I can move here, but I think it's just because I'm here in the sun.
Yeah, I think it does make a huge difference when you're here in the sun. Like, yeah. You know when they say, I can't remember what it's called, but like the sun really affects your mood. That's me. Like I have
depression.
that. Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
Same.
So if you have that, you don't want to be in the UK. I love it, but when it's sunny.
Yeah, we were just saying you might have to move to Australia.
Oh, I know. Oh, imagine. Even though I've never been. But yeah,
you just know that you'd like it too much. You'd have to move.
I think it's like the lifestyle as well. Like all my friends are very fit, like get up early, go to the gym. Like I want that. I
think
also
you'd
need
thrive.
that.
I feel like you really would as an Aussie gal.
I would.
We were just talking about like the even nightlife here and Australia. It sounds like you're more of a Aussie gal with that kind of stuff.
Day drinking, not the clubbing.
No, we don't need that.
We don't need that.
We'd love to have you over.
We want to be dancing on tables.
Yeah,
I mean,
bottomless
is that
brunch.
a very Aussie vibe? Maybe that's a UK thing.
Maybe not, but you can bring that.
It should be a thing.
Yeah.
It should be a thing, yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to start with some rapid fire questions.
Okay. Oh, okay.
First podcast.
I feel like I'm so bad at rapid fire because I'm like, what do I say?
Well, semi-rapid. It doesn't have to be too quick. So, first one is give us your wildest or a wild girls trip story.
Oh. See, I told you I'm not rapid. Okay, well, this is actually my most embarrassing story. Like, honestly, this has traumatized me to this day. This is about me. But for my 21st birthday, when we went to Ibiza. By the way, I sound like I'm always drinking, and I'm actually not, but it really does sound like we've been speaking about drinking for like the last half an hour.
It's okay, it's girls tour. It's all about the fun vibes.
Yeah, exactly. We went to Ibiza, and have you been to Ocean Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone gets like really drunk. I mean, you guys might not, but like my friends, we associate Ocean Beach with just getting really drunk.
Yeah. And it's like
and
the UK there. Like
yes,
everyone
it's just
is
the UK.
British.
I love it, but it's not classy. You know, it's not giving classy vibes. Anyways, for my 21st, it was a girls' trip, and it was our first girls' trip to Ibiza. I wore this gorgeous, like, one-piece, like, white swimsuit, but I had fresh fake tan on. Oh, it doesn't even sound bad, but if I had the picture, it's horrendous. Anyways, my friends kept saying to me, like, Saf, you should probably wash the tan off. I'm like, I'm not going to get wet. Like, it's going to be fine. I'm not going to go in the pool.
You hadn't, like washed off your tan. It was still wet.
Washed off the tan. Like, it was still, like, it needed to be washed off. And I wore, what was I thinking? Anyways, I got so drunk by the end of the night. This whole swimsuit, when I tell you, was brown. Oh, like, God. It looked vile, like absolutely vile, and I'm getting pictures like so drunk. I don't know why no one sent me home. I looked absolutely horrendous, and I'm in this brown stained bikini, and those pictures will haunt me to the day that I die.
So you were completely unaware of the situation, or you were just like,
I was completely unaware.
Oh my God.
Like completely
having too much
unaware.
fun.
Yeah.
So the next day
I actually think if I was my friend, I would have sent me home. Like seriously, like it was
words with
the
your
worst
friends.
thing. Yeah. I mean, my friends, it's our funniest story because it is it's so bad. But telling it, I guess it's not as funny. You probably had to be there. But what was I thinking?
No, I can see it. I can
Yeah.
A brown one piece is not really the vibe we were going for on that day.
Especially when
not
you're
the
like,
vibe.
this is just my natural tan, guys.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's all over me.
Yeah, it's all over. Oh, it was just so bad. And like, it
That's
just
so
looked
funny.
dirty. Like, it didn't. Awful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
we've
like a
learned our
fun night,
lesson.
though.
It was a fun. Oh, it was fun, but not worth it. Not worth it because I
She's
actually
too
can't look at those
traumatized.
pictures. Like, I'm actually
Stop.
traumatized. It's so bad.
That's hilarious.
Speaking of girls' trip, what would you say, like, who you are in the friendship group? Like, what friend are you?
Oh. I'm definitely not the mum of the group. I think we've all learned
I
that.
can see that.
But I'm also okay. So like I've had the same friendship group since I've been like 4 years old, and there's 6
I
of
love
us.
that.
Harriet's like, I'm not like the crazy one because that's Harriet. Like she is so chaotic, so crazy. She like if you're not allowed to dance on the table, she hates attention. That girl, not like she is always on the tables, like loves it. So I'm definitely not like the crazy one, but I don't know. I just think I'm like life of the party, but not me calling myself life of the party. But
I guess I'm just like
Here for the vibes.
I'm just like there for vibes.
Yeah.
But I could. Do you know what? I can easily, and lots of the time, I'll be the friend that can go somewhere and not drink. But I can still like get up on tables, dance, have fun. Like I'm not embarrassed to do that either.
I love
a good
that.
So I
friend
don't
to
know
be.
what that makes me. I'm definitely not mum of the group. Like I'm the late. I'm always late. Like
Yeah.
I'm scatty. I'm just a bit everywhere.
You're kind of like
Dopey.
the chaotic one, but like also the vibey one.
Harriet makes
that.
you a little bit less chaotic.
Yeah.
Harriet makes me not look chaotic at all. Yeah, exactly. Harriet
Harriet
makes us
wasn't
look really
there.
chill. Yeah, Harriet
that.
wasn't there. I'd be the chaotic one.
Yeah.
I love seeing that. I actually saw a TikTok that you put up the other day and you were like, our biggest flex is that we can all say that we've been friends since high school.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even remember posting that, but yeah.
I think one of you posted it or something.
I mean, I
like-
probably have posted that, yeah. No, and it actually is so true. Like, I didn't actually realise how lucky we were to have a friendship that's lasted that long. Like,
It's really
I kind of thought
rare.
it was normal until I started asking other people, and they were like, wait, what? You've been friends for that long? And I was like, yeah.
So
But
nice.
obviously, I've not known anything different. So, yeah.
I mean, that's such like a green flag, especially when I'm looking at people that I'm dating or whatever. Having long-term friendships, I feel like is just so important.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And they're always going to be so honest with you. They know you
Yeah.
inside out. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's great.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, next one. What is your most toxic trait?
Oh, I don't know. Oh my God, not me thinking I'm just great.
You are.
What's my toxic trait?
being late by the sounds.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely being late. Like, and also texting back. Don't text anyone back. If my
Yeah.
friends would hear, they would all say, like, Saffron doesn't reply.
I have the same
Ever.
toxic traits as you.
Do you?
Being
Yeah,
late
so
and
bad.
like my text is like at 100 and everyone's like I see some of my friends I'm like
Yeah.
definitely forgot.
I
to
think I
screenshot.
mentally reply in my head, but then I just forget because I'm like doing something else. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll reply, and then I forget. But if someone
Yeah.
calls me, I'm fine. I'll pick up the phone, and I always say to people, just FaceTime or call me. Because
Yeah, if
I
you want
don't
an
like
answer.
texting, to be honest. I don't enjoy it. Like I hate I think I could do all of this in one voice note or just one call. Rather than like
Feels
the
like a
texting back and
waste of
forth.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you're on your
So-
phone so much as well, you're just like for work. It's like I'm
Yeah,
off
I
now.
think that's it. Like I think my friends my friends get it now, and they know I'm not going to change. I've been like this for years. But I think like when an outsider sees me, they're like, but you're always on your phone. I'm like, yeah, but I'm also doing work when I'm on my phone. Like
Yeah.
I'm posting stuff or editing stuff or I'm so making excuses. I could just text people back.
I actually
We're
can't
the same.
reply.
I actually like, and sometimes I'm just not in the headspace to reply to that conversation.
No.
I'm not going to do it, and then I just completely forget about it.
And then I
forever.
know if I reply, I've then got to I know it's going to go back and forth for so long.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
think that's where I don't know. I'm just making excuses at this point,
excuses.
but yeah, definitely those.
And in dating, what's your biggest red flag when you first start dating someone?
Oh, okay. Well, one thing that I've learned is like actions speak louder than words. So like if somebody's gonna like sell me the world and tell me all of these amazing things, like to me it's almost like a red flag. Because I'm like, we'll just do it then. Like I think like with Josh, obviously my boyfriend now, like he never well, obviously he tells me that he loves me and everything, but he actually puts action behind it. Whereas before, I'd be like, oh my God, green flag. Like, they're telling me they're going to do this and they love me so much, everything else. But, like, I would never see any action behind it. So I think that's, like, maybe that's just a huge life lesson that I learned. But to me, it's also, like, a red flag.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge one. I feel like you see a lot of it. So
Yes.
it's hard to like
Yeah.
call it out because you want to believe it. But
And what's it called when, oh yeah, love bombing.
yeah.
Like, I still don't know if somebody's like love bombing. Like, I don't understand that red flag.
Do you think
I
you've
guess it's kind of
experienced
that,
it?
but yeah, I definitely think I've experienced it. But then, like, even with Josh and I think because we're quite affectionate people, like from early on, we're like so affectionate and like we told each other we loved each other pretty early on. So like, I'm like, well, we kind of did the same thing, but just the feelings were mutual.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't understand love bombing. I'm like, how do you? Because everyone's like, no, red flag, like straight away.
No, there's a huge difference between like actually falling in love quickly and then someone love bombing you.
Yeah.
And I feel like it is because that person isn't actually feeling the way that they're saying. It's like a disease that they have where they're like having to tell you and then they just like see you later.
Again, it's like actions speak louder than words. 100%. Isn't it? So
yeah.
it's the same thing. Yeah.
100%. And then our last one, if you had to describe your ex as a song, what would it be?
Oh my God. God, what's the worst thing I could think of? I don't know. I actually can't think of a song off my head, but oh God. I can't think of a song. What's the song to do with lying? Because it would definitely be
Boy's
that.
a liar.
Yeah, that's it. That would be the song. That would be the song.
Okay.
There you go.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Well, we've had enough of him and moving on to way better things with you and Josh. You're so cute.
Oh, thanks.
How did you
Yeah.
guys meet? You were telling us a little bit about it at the gifting suite the other day, but I think the people need to know the story.
Yeah, so actually, people know the story, but not like fully. So I spotted Josh off of TikTok, like in the background of a video. And it's funny because no one actually knows this, but you know Sophia and Cinzia?
Mm-hmm.
So he was like hired to be on their tour.
Oh, no
And
way.
so if he was never on their tour, I never would have seen him because it was like, they obviously like posted loads of pictures of them. And because I was always like, well, I followed them, like loads of things to do with them always come from my For You page. And it was like the boys that was on Sophia and Cinzia's tour. And obviously that's the picture that Josh was in the background of. But no one actually knows that. So it's actually thanks to them for hiring Josh. And it's funny because he showed me the video the other day of like the audition that he had to have, like the casting and like all the questions and stuff. And it's just so funny because I'm like, well, if you didn't do that, like we just never would have met.
That is
That's
crazy,
so
isn't it?
funny.
Yeah, like it's funny because I always say to Josh, I wonder if I went to the tour, if I still would have like followed you and like the same thing would have happened or not. But I don't really know completely how their tour works, but they obviously have to have like their brides, like the boys that go in. And they basically said to Josh, like, can you play the idea of like being like a fuck boy? And Josh is honest to God, like, and I've thought this about other people, but he really and truly is the complete opposite to that. Like the kindest, caring, like even just speaks like a gentleman. And he fully, because like he's behind I think he was behind like a curtain or a wall. So he had to fully like play the act of like being a fuckboy and stuff.
Wait, so it's just his voice.
So it's just his voice until they have to reveal themselves.
Right.
So he's like making up stories and stuff. So I said to him, like, if I went to that, I would have thought, nah, there's no way I'm speaking to you. Like, you're going to be such a fuck boy. Like,
That's so
well, obviously he was just
true.
playing it so it's more
Yeah.
entertaining for the show. So it's so funny. Like, because I've always thought about going to their show. I'm like, it's actually so good that I only saw the picture and I didn't actually go because I wouldn't have liked you at all. I just would have thought like, oh, he's hot, but like, it's just fuck boy.
That was
so.
the universe.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't go.
Made sure I didn't go because I think it was maybe the London show or something, which is the show that I would have gone to. But anyway, so I saw him in the background of that, and then I ended up following him on Instagram, and then which I don't honestly do. Like I know everyone says this, but I actually don't follow like random guys on Instagram, which is not my thing. And it's funny because when we look back at that picture now, like. It's really not the best picture of him. Like I think he looks great all times, but I just don't know how from that picture I ended up following him. Anyways, then we ended up just messaging on Instagram. Well, he messaged first, but we ended up messaging on Instagram, and then honestly, like 2 days after, I ended up going on a date. So
I love that. That
So
is a
meant to
crazy
be.
meeting story.
yeah, I mean, it would be better if we could just say like, oh, we met in a bar. But nowadays, everyone meets on social media. I feel like.
No, I feel like
Yeah.
this is better. Like you saw him, you
Stalk
put it out
mode.
there. Yeah,
I did.
you got what you
Did.
wanted.
Yeah.
Chose to go for what you want. I feel like we always
Yes.
say this, like you need to be picking who you want.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that from you.
And I still let him put the work and message me first.
Yeah,
Like, I wasn't
that's-
doing that.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm already following.
That's too
you first.
far.
So that's too far. You can do the rest.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah.
I love
it's
that.
great. Oh, it's funny though because he did actually think I was married.
What?
So, which is actually funny because basically, sorry, I actually ramble for way too long.
No, we love
But,
it. This is the place for it.
Yeah, so Josh messaged me, I replied whatever, then I got really ill. I ended up getting dengue fever. God, this whole nother
No.
story. But anyways, I was so ill for like a week. Didn't reply to him. Then I ended up like replying to him like a week later. And his response was just, aren't you married? And I was like, what the fuck? And I said to my friends, like, I was putting it in the girls group chat, like, do you think he's trying to flirt? Like, aren't you like wifed off? Like, why aren't you wifed off yet? Like that sort of thing. And all my friends were like, no, that's just really fucking weird. Like, why does he think you're married? Yeah, like it was so blunt and just so like didn't reply to like the message that I sent. Like it was really off, like really weird. Like when you see the context of it. And even now, like when I asked Josh, he was like, no, I fully thought you were like way older than you were. Like definitely married. And he thought I was married to my friend Chris. Because I had just like travelled Hawaii with him and we were in LA together. And it's funny because when you look at our photos, like from an outsider's point of view, you probably would think that we are together.
That's
and Chris
so
is
funny.
like way older than me. I don't even know how old he is, like 40 something. So he's so much older than me. So I can understand that he thinks that now. But he was like so rude and blunt to me. And I thought, what is his problem?
That's so
but
funny.
yeah.
You didn't even realise you were blocking off people by like posting
I know,
with your friends.
I
They're
know,
like, oh,
literally.
she's taken.
Well, from my point of view, like everyone knows, like, because Chris is a hairdresser in this industry. So
True.
I kind of thought that, like, I don't know, everyone that follows me would just kind of know who Chris is. Like, you just know that, first of all, he's not even straight. But obviously, like, Josh didn't know who I was. And Josh, although he's a model
so
and he's on
funny.
social media, he really wasn't following, like, you know, he's not watching, like, day in the lives and stuff on Instagram.
Wow.
Like,
I
that's not
love
a
that he
staple
thought you were
hairdressers. So, yeah, I know. That's,
What
like,
did you
new.
say back to that?
I can't even remember. I think I was like, well, I need to get a boyfriend. I should have had a boyfriend first or something like that. I can't remember. You know what it's like? Like I literally sent everything in girls group chat. What do I respond? So it's probly Harriet that responded for me, to be honest. So
Isn't that funny? Like in the beginning, you second guess everything.
oh, everything. Yeah.
Every message, you're like, what am I doing? Oh,
I'm like, oh, how do I be funny all the time?
literally.
So yeah.
What was your first date? Like, did you say it was like really soon after that? You
Yeah,
were
it was
straight in a
really
date?
soon after. And I honestly wasn't even going to go because I fully thought he was going to be a fuck boy. Like, I was so over boys at this point. But he ended up booking like 4 different places and there were different bars. And then one of them was this restaurant and it was really intimate. And honest to God, not even just saying this, not much bigger than this room. Like, absolutely tiny. And it was like dinner. It was like really cute because it had like stars all on this. It was like having dinner like under the stars. It's really cute.
Aww.
And it was a very, I don't know, some sort of like, now he knows me, never would have taken me there. Like so fancy, like the food was, you know, like teeny tiny portions, like super posh. Like now he
was
knows that
really
my taste
working.
buds are not much more than Nando's. Yeah, but it was really cute.
That's
But yeah, he just booked like a few like really cute, like intimate bars and stuff. And yeah.
Aw,
really
that's
nice.
cute.
It's nice to see you in your lover girl era.
I know.
Yeah, finally. Oh, it's taken some time.
Would you say he was your usual type?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, like, through and through. Like, the second I saw him, I knew, like, yeah, fully fancied him. And it's funny, like, even when he shows me old pictures of him, he looks like, even when I was, like, 10 years old, like, my biggest crush, I was saying to him, oh my God, you looked like my biggest crush at, like, 10 years old, which is so weird. So I was always
manifested
desperate.
that.
I've always manifested, yeah. They say date your crush, and I really have. Like,
Good for
never
you.
gonna get bored.
And now you're
It's
living
great.
together as well.
Yeah, which is mad. Which
How
is
is
crazy.
that, entering into that like new era of your relationship?
It's so good. I mean, we've definitely at first, I mean, at first it was easy. And then it gets to the point where like, oh my God, like we actually live together and we spend 24/7 together. And it definitely, we've learned to like give each other our own space and stuff. But I mean, we absolutely love it. Like it's the best thing ever. Like it's so, so nice. And we do everything together. I mean, he's here now, so
Yeah.
we literally do
I know, I
everything
just met
together. So yeah, no, it's really nice. There was definitely a point when I thought, like, have we really rushed this? Because they say like moving in together makes or breaks a relationship.
It really does.
It really does. And I think we had a week where we found each other difficult.
Yeah.
You know? And
Well,
we
that's
found
pretty
each other
good
really
odds,
difficult.
yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, oh my God, this is a lot. Like, have we made a mistake? And then we managed to just, I don't know, just learn what each other like and don't like and give each other space. And I think it's fine. But I think it's even harder for us because neither of us have 9-to-5 jobs. Like, obviously, because Josh does modeling and he does like social media at the same time, but he just, again, like, he might have a job one day where he's there 9 to 5, but like, you know, he might just have a shoot for an hour or something like that. So we spend a lot of time at home
Yeah, you're
together.
together
like,
24/7.
a lot of time together. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
So-
testing. I feel like you do have to learn like boundaries in relationships as well to make it like work the best, and especially when you're living together as well. But it seems like you guys have nailed it.
Yeah, we're getting there. No, it's actually good. It's perfect. I also just feel safer. Like the fact that I've always lived by myself, I'm like, how did I do that?
Yeah,
I don't know how I live by myself.
It
It's
is
so
Such
weird.
a
scary.
gorgeous big house
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, I know, yeah, I know. I literally, it is, but it really is like in the middle of nowhere. So like it
Yeah.
actually is so scary at night. My friends have always been like, "How have you lived here by yourself?" But
That
yeah,
is
it's
actually
nice. I
really
feel like I have my
scary.
safe place now, so it's perfect. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
so good.
And also, Josh is like the opposite to like a stereotypical boy. Like cleans up after himself, cooks me dinner every day.
Oh my
Like
God.
all the things I'm so bad at, he's great at. So like that's another. I feel like I couldn't live with a boy, but I could live with Josh. you know?
Yeah.
So like if it was my brothers, like they'd be not that I'm clean, but they'd be like leaving everything everywhere. Whether it's Josh just like picks up my stuff after me because he's the one that's tidier than I am.
Bless his soul. You
yeah.
found yourself a perfect match.
Yeah, I found myself a good one. So yeah.
Well, you and Josh are thriving now. But before that, you did go through a bit of a breakup. And I think it'd be really great to get like your advice for anyone that might be listening and going through a breakup at the moment on how you got through it and got to like this amazing place you're at now.
I think the main thing that got me through it was definitely having my friends, and I think just keeping myself busy. But I don't think it means like shutting off your feelings. I don't think you should completely block all your emotions and feelings out and go out and get drunk every day. Like I don't think like that keeping yourself busy. I think it's learning to re-love yourself and knowing that you're going to be fine on your own, but having your friendships there and having your friends and doing things, but doing things that makes you re-fall in love with yourself. Because I think that's a huge thing for me. Like when I've gone through breakups, I'm like, how am I going to survive without them now? Like, I don't know how I'm going to do that because I'm so like codependent on them. And I think that's also a problem that I always struggle with is I give so much when I'm in a relationship. So I then, when I've broken up with them, I'm like, how am I going to be independent again? Like, I'm not used to this. So I think it's just like keeping yourself occupied and busy, but not necessarily going out and like getting drunk. And I think go out and have fun with your friends, but I don't think like completely block out how you're feeling.
Yeah, I think that's the worst thing you can do at
Yeah,
that time.
like I feel like you should live through it, but also it's so much easier said than done. And anyone that's going through a breakup and hears this is going to be like, well, that's easier said than done. But like every person I know that's gone through a breakup has said it's the best thing that's ever happened to them.
Literally
because
every person.
every
always
person,
say
like
that.
you know that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know that's going to be the case, but still, it's so hard when you're going through it. It doesn't make it any easier, but you will at some point think that's the best thing that ever happened to me.
100%.
It's the
1000%.
best stage to get to when you look back and you're like, oh my God, thank God that happened. And like your
Yes.
life has completely changed. And
Uh-huh.
like you just put all that energy into yourself.
And I think also like it's good to know if you're going through a breakup, it's because something wasn't right. And like a lot of the time when you're going through a breakup, you just remember the good about someone. Like you don't remember the bad things. Like you just remember all the good times when actually you probably have broken up because there was a lot of red flags or a lot of things that went wrong in the relationship or a lot of times where you weren't happy, but you don't remember those things.
Yeah,
so,
that's so true. Your brain
Yeah.
like plays tricks on you and like
Yeah,
has all the
fully.
good memories playing on a tape.
It's like even Harriet before she went in Love Island, like she was just always talking like, oh, but I remember this and I remember that. And I'm like, yeah, but also remember this, remember this.
Yeah.
Like, this was terrible and this was terrible. And you do this and you do that. And I'm like, you're just remembering the good things because that's what
Yeah.
you want to remember.
100%.
And that's
We
why you need your
actually
friends.
Saw
Yes.
that video of you when Harriet called you on Love Island, and I feel like everyone was talking about like how much of a good friend you were, like just telling her the honest advice. How was it watching her in there? Like, were you like, what are you doing going back to him? Like, obviously they're going really well now.
Yeah, I mean, I actually love Ronnie now, but I mean, at first, I think I was more angry. Like, to be fair, I was angry because I was thinking, why are you doing this to yourself again? The problem with me is I am such an honest friend. Like, I can't hide my feelings, but not if it's like nothing to do with me. Like, okay, so say like Ronnie was still an idiot, but Harriet was so happy, then I'd be like, I'd let them do their own thing. Ronnie's not an idiot, by the way. But I'm just saying, like, I would let them do their own thing.
Yeah.
But if she was constantly upset, I can't not say anything. And so because before, when obviously she first went on Love Island, it didn't end very well. And, you know, she was getting upset and everything else. Like, going back on the show and seeing that, I was so frustrated. Because I was like,
Of course.
why is she doing this to herself? Like, does she not understand that she's like worth so much more than that? Like, it's just, and it makes me angry as a friend. But then I think, obviously, I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt that we don't see much of their day. And actually, he was doing the most, to be fair. Like, he really was doing the most. And now, obviously, I actually love him. He's so, so good to her. But yeah, it's funny that like so many people are like, oh, you're such an honest friend. Because I thought to myself, wait, wouldn't everyone do that?
You,
But I'm just so
like you
confused,
were like
like-
just giving the honest truth though. Like you were just like, this is how
Yeah,
it
like I don't
is.
think you need to be a
This
bitch
is
about
how
it, but I
people are
think you
seeing
just
it.
Like at the end of the day, I want people to see her for her best self. So I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, you're doing amazing, and like, oh my god, no, you were so right saying that. Like, you're so right. Like to me, I just thought like I don't even know why. Like it's cute. Everyone's like, you're so honest, friend, but I was like, but wouldn't everyone say that to their
Yeah,
friend?
I feel like you'd be surprised. Like, obviously, you've had so many amazing friends for so long. You probably dealt with friends that aren't as solid as your core friendship group. But yeah, you hear some stories and it's like, that person does not have your best interest at heart.
No.
How would you
Yeah, no,
describe
crazy.
your friendship with Harriet?
I guess. Well, when I'm with Harriet, it's always fun. So we definitely have like a fun friendship, but also Harriet and I have really like seen it all. So I think, and actually the times when we've got closest is when we've both gone through breakups because we've definitely been there for each other a lot. So I don't know what I'd describe it as, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I know her inside out, honestly. It's funny because we're actually opposites. Like, we're so opposite to each other. Like, my other friends in my friendship group, because I said there's obviously like 6 of us, we're very alike. But I would say I'm actually, like, in some ways the most similar to Harriet, but in some ways, like, the absolute opposite to Harriet. But I feel like we just balance each other out. So, yeah.
And then you're also your other bestie, Imogen, who
Yeah.
we met the other day. She's dating your brother.
Yes.
That is like
crazy.
the ultimate like life hack.
Well, she was, but you know, she dated my brother before she was my best friend. Or did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she was. I obviously didn't know Imogen before. She dated my brother, and then she became my best friend.
Okay.
So
I
it wasn't
love
my best
that.
friend that dated my brother. Because I feel like I would think that's. I would actually still be like fine with it. I feel like lots of people wouldn't, but I would be because if it made my brother happy and my best friend happy, then so be it. I mean, like, this is weird to say because both my brothers are in relationships, obviously, who I absolutely love and adore, and my best friend would never be. But like, say Libby, who's like one of my literal childhood bestest friend in the whole world. If she randomly said to me one day, I want to date your brother, I would think, what the fuck, I'm going to lose my best friend. But at the same time, like, I actually still think I'll be fine with it. But yes, it was easier because it was Jed dated Imogen and then she became my best friend.
Okay,
but
got
That makes a
you.
lot more sense.
yeah. But it's funny because I said to Jed the other day, which is my younger brother, I said to him, fair play to you because Josh and Jed like kept going. So I just bought an Xbox. I'm a gamer girl now. I bought an Xbox and Jed never comes over my house, and him and Josh, like every time Jed now suddenly comes over all the time. And I've got an Xbox, and it's so him and Josh can go play the Xbox. And Josh's like, oh, I'm just going in the cinema with Jed, and I'm like, oh my god, like keeps disappearing and like just wanting to play with my brother and like not like hang out with me.
So now they're besties too.
And now they're besties. And I literally said to Jess, how did you do this? Because, like, I fully took Imogen away. Like, sometimes people are like, who is she in a relationship with, Jed or you? Because, like, she probably spends more time with me. I mean, they live together. But, like, we spend nearly every single day together. And I'm like, fair play to Jed.
Jed's like, my turn now.
Yeah, he's like, my turn now. So I'm actually surprised with, like, I didn't realise how lucky I was that he was, like, so chill about it. But I think it's because they live together. So that's why he's like,
give him back.
yeah,
I
I'm
want
like,
my
give him
boyfriend back,
back.
please.
I want him back. No, but it is nice at the same time. So,
Yeah.
but, I mean, if it was as much as me and Imogen, I would think, oh my God, I think he actually prefers Jed to me. But
Now you're even going into, can you talk about that you're going into business together? Have you said much about
we
that?
haven't said what it is, but yeah, we've said that we're going into business together. We said we're launching a brand.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. Going to spend even more time together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bless Jed. Bless him. So,
so exciting.
And
Yeah.
you've like hacked the system with like family Christmas, birthdays, family dinners. You get
Yeah.
your bestie and your
I
boyfriend
know.
there.
No, it is so great. No, I'm really lucky. I actually really didn't realise, again, like how lucky I was to be so close to, like, my brother's girlfriend. Like, well, people say, like, sister-in-laws. Like, most people I know are like, oh my God, like, you're so lucky you get on with your sister-in-law so much. Again, I kind of just thought it was normal. But, like, now I'm realising maybe it's actually not normal.
No, I think you're very
So,
lucky. I think,
yeah.
I don't think it's usually.
And even like because I have an older brother too, and like his fiance Nicole, like I'm so close to her as well. So really hit the jackpot.
I love
Really
that.
hit the
I think
jackpot.
you could be the common denominator though, because I feel like, but like the sister sometimes could make it more difficult for the girlfriends, and you are obviously just like so warm and open. So
Yeah. Well, thanks. Well, I think hopefully I like to just think that as well. My brothers are nice people, so they're only
True.
going to choose nice people to come into our lives.
100%.
So, but yeah, it's funny because like Imogen and I really weren't close for very long. Like, no, they were that right? Like at first we really weren't close because Imogen was really shy.
Oh, really?
So like really shy. Like I'm talking her personality's not completely changed. It's shone, obviously. But like
Yeah.
when we first met each other, like I don't know, we knew each other for so long and just didn't get close. So then one day it just like clicked and we just became like best
so
friends.
nice.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I love
yeah,
that.
it's nice.
We saw your 3 weeks to become your best self series. Can you give
Yes.
us like a little rundown of some of your top tips to become your best self?
Well, one for me, and I'm not saying everyone should do this, and I think everything's in moderation, but for me, I am really great when I cut out sugar because mentally, I feel like when I start eating sugar, I honestly get brain fog. And when I cut out sugar, all of that goes, but it's really hard to do that. And I definitely am eating sugar again. But for me, like one of my things I was doing in that 3 weeks was cutting out sugar. And mentally, it makes you feel so much better. It makes my skin better. Just so many benefits to it.
That's so
but I think
interesting.
another huge thing is just drinking loads of water. Like for me, when I drink loads of water, like the difference that I see in my skin, in everything, like it's just absolutely crazy. I have more energy. Another thing that I do to what I was doing for like the 3 weeks best version of myself. I think just honestly as well, just like putting myself first. Like I'm actually not very good at that. Like in some ways I am, but I hate not pleasing other people. And I do things sometimes just to make other people happy. Like, but sometimes I'll say to Josh, like, oh, well, I have to go and do this. He's like, well, you don't have to go do it. Like, and I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm going to make them upset if I don't go and do this. And he's like, yeah, but sometimes you should probably just put yourself first.
I know, it's so
And
hard to
so-
do actually. Like when
Yeah.
it comes down to it, making those decisions, it's like you don't want to be selfish, but sometimes it's so much better too.
It is, yeah. And I do think that sometimes you have to do that to learn to love yourself. I think you do have to be selfish and you have to put yourself first and do the things for you. And so I think within those like 3 weeks, the best version of myself, obviously I do this all the time, but like I think it is just really prioritizing like your own mental health and doing things that's good for you. And I think for me, I was really trying to have a routine. Like that puts me in such a great place when I have a routine, when I get up early, puts me in such a great place. I was trying to read more. I haven't stuck to it. I also haven't stuck to the sugar. I've stuck to the water. So we've got one thing going. But yeah, I think like just all the very like typical things, you know, just like eating cleaner and going on walks, like getting fresh air. I think it's really hard in the UK because when it's not sunny, you don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
But actually fresh air is so great for you. So I think just the, you know, very typical things that all of us girls do. So yeah.
You do seem like you're always kind of in your like healthy girl era, but what would you kind of say like what era you are in at the moment?
Right now I'm trying to be my healthy girl era.
Yeah.
But it's not really, I think where Josh and I have been like so in a bubble, even though we've been together for quite a long time now, but we've really not got into the best habits together at all.
Really?
So we're
Like
both
what?
like
Exposing yourself.
like we have popcorn and chocolate buttons every night without
Oh,
fail.
yeah.
Which is fine, like everything's moderation, but like I've just got such a sweet tooth now.
Chocolate buttons here are the best thing.
The best.
Like
So
I
Have
am
you mixed popcorn and chocolate
obsessed.
buttons?
No, but I think we need to.
Oh my god, it's the most elite combo you'll ever try.
I love that.
And like another thing is like even just we watch movies so late, and I never did that before I met Josh. Like I love watching movies, but honestly, I would go to bed so early and get up early. But now I'm like, oh, let's watch a movie together. And, you know,
It's such
Yeah.
a weird
Just
space
so
to
many
get in,
bad
isn't it? Like from
habits.
like being in like you're like full like by yourself, focusing on yourself, and then going into a relationship. Like it's a
Yeah.
whole thing to get used to.
and it's not him, it's us.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
You
us.
want to
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I want to as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know. They're probably like the not even like the best examples, but just like so many little things. So we both said to each other, we're both going to America in a few weeks. We're like, okay, we're gonna try and get out of our like little rut. Like we kind of just like get up when we want to get up and don't set alarms. Actually, the last like week we've been a lot better. Like we've been setting alarms and getting up and encouraging each other to do all of those things. But yeah.
That's exciting about America, though. You were just talking about your trip. You're going to be over there for a while.
Yeah, I'm going to be there for at least a month, which is crazy. And I'm so excited. And also, like, Josh has never been to LA, so that would be really nice to show him around.
Because you are like basically an LA local sometimes.
Yeah, I would live in LA. I'm trying to get
Would
my
you?
visa. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would for my career, like... I just think there's so much more opportunity out there, and I way prefer people's mindset. I feel like it's less judgy, and I love that.
Sure.
And I think it's less judgy because everyone wants to do it themselves, so no one's going to judge anyone else for doing it. But I think the difference is everyone there actually does it, and like isn't like things aren't as cringy over there, whereas everything here is taken as cringy. So yeah, I think I like it for that reason. Like I don't think I wouldn't want to have kids and have a family in LA. Definitely
yeah,
not.
but for now it's like
A little
perfect.
stint.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the same in Australia. I feel like our like the culture of the industry and like influencers and everything is very similar in England and Australia.
Oh,
but
okay.
in LA, it's like a whole different ballpark.
Yeah, like no one cares. Like
Yeah.
everyone will do what they want to do. It's just, I don't know. I always come back from LA and feel so much more motivated. And when I'm there, I'm like, anything is possible. Then I come back to London and I'm like, oh, maybe
Nothing
it
is
isn't.
possible.
Nothing's possible, for God's sake.
What do you like in LA? Like, do you feel like you've got a different personality from here to there? Or like, talk me through a day in the life in LA?
I don't feel like I just feel like my personality shines more because I do everything I want to do, but I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely healthier in LA because the sun's out too. Like typical day, like I'll get up, go to a gym class by myself, or like there's like quite a few gyms. Like, obviously they have the Aloe gym. There's this other gym called Dog Pound, which is like where you get given it's same sort of concept. You get given a trainer and stuff. But I love Barry's boot camp. Like it's my favorite thing ever.
Barry's is
And
good.
I
Do
love
you do it here?
doing it. Yes, I
Yeah.
do do it here, but we don't have one in Brighton, which is annoying. So I only do it if I'm in London. But I feel like I do it more in LA.
It's so
like when I go
hard.
to LA, I go to Barry's boot camp. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. And I go get myself a nice shake. I don't really know. I mean, I spend a lot of time acting when I go to LA. Like my acting coaches are in LA, so I do that. Like that's what I do for most of my days. But like even just hiking and stuff is just so fun. And
Yeah.
So you and Josh both do acting. Is
Josh
that-
doesn't do
Oh
acting.
no, okay.
Josh does modelling.
Modelling.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Although I think he'd be the best actor. I actually think the way that Josh mimics people is crazy. Like, he could do more accents than anyone I've ever known.
Really?
Like, it's absolutely insane. And he would only have to be with you guys for like 10 minutes and he'll be able to.
He can do an accent.
They have to ask
It's
him.
crazy. He probably is. He's probably going to be talking like it the whole day. So I keep saying to him, I think when he comes to LA, he'll end up coming to acting classes with me and be like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
That's
Yeah,
so fun.
that's so good.
Do you actually do like acting over there as well as the classes?
Yeah, so I do group classes. So at one point I went to an acting school over there and did like an intensive like thing as well. But now I just have coaches who I work with over there all the time because I just absolutely love them. Yeah, so I mean,
so
yeah,
exciting.
that's why I spend so much time in LA because
Yeah.
I love my coaches over there, and that's what I want to do in the future is do acting.
Exciting.
So, yeah,
I can definitely see that for you.
too.
Is that something that you're like mainly focusing on doing in the future?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think I definitely slowed down a lot on social media when I started putting acting first because that is what I want to do. Like, I think I would give up anything to be an actress. Like, I just want to be an actress more than anything. Like, there's nothing I
Aw.
love more. So, yeah, hopefully one day.
That's
Yeah,
exciting.
100%.
What would be kind of like your dream show or like where would you want to be acting?
So they're opposites. I'd either be a Marvel. I dream big, by the way.
Yeah, I
Either
have
be
to.
a Marvel or I'd be a Disney princess. And my ideal Disney princess would be Rapunzel. But yeah, it'd be either or. Because I love singing as well and dancing. So like if I could be in like a musical or be a Disney princess, that would be my absolute dream come true.
Oh my
I can't
god.
wait to see this.
I know,
Yeah,
I really
one
see
day.
this for you.
Keep manifesting. That's the thing. I go to LA and I'm like, oh, it could be anything I want. This is great. It's like not reality when I go there, you know? So
Yeah, but you've got to
Yeah.
be delusional.
yeah, exactly. You have. I actually think that is like the biggest key to success. I would say I have everything I have in life because I've been delusional my whole life. Like truly, like when I was in school and I first started YouTube, it wasn't really a thing back then. And I remember like saying all of these things. I mean, not that I would like boast about these things that I was going to do because they hadn't even happened, but I would say to my friends or I'd say to people like, oh yeah, well my goal is to do this. And the amount of people that laughed at me. But it's only because I just believed it so much myself that, you know.
That's so
why it
rare that you
happened.
felt that
Manifesting,
way,
isn't
like
it?
so
So-
young as well.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I didn't realize that I've manifested my whole life. Like, truly. It was until I read a book. Have you read the book called Manifest by Roxy?
No.
It's so good. You should read it. You will read it and be like, wow, I'm going to start manifesting my life. It's so, like, inspirational. And I've read a lot of, like, self-help books, but this is the best one. But it's funny because when I read it, I thought to myself, like, what the hell? I literally could have written this. I've done this my whole life. Like, it was so weird. It was like I had written this book for myself because everything she said I had done and didn't realise I've manifested my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
How would you say
So-
that you do manifest? Like, what would be your kind of like?
I think it is honestly
Tips.
being delusional. And I think it's believing it so much that you see it. I think this book is so great because it talks about like really seeing it. Like, example, and this is in like the first chapter of the book. Why did I do that? It says about like, say you had a dream house and you're like, oh yeah, like I really want to own a huge house in LA one day. It's like seeing it to the point like, what is the color of this house? What does it look like? So you see it so much that it doesn't feel like it's so far away, that you feel like it's just there. So I think it's like being really particular about things. Like, say I wanted to sign to an acting agency. It's like, yeah, well, what acting agency? Like, where do you want to sign? And I think it's just being like very particular about things. And I didn't realize that I was very much like that my whole life. And so it never seemed that far away because I always felt like in my head I saw it, if that made sense.
That's amazing.
That's amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also things like vision boards. Like, I've always done vision boards. But again, my vision boards haven't been collages of just like random pictures that are cute. My vision boards have been like almost like, do you know what like a mind map is? You do like the circle in the middle and then it does like arrows to like things.
Yeah.
So like I would put like 2025 and then I'd do arrows to like, I don't know, say it was like financial and money stuff, like one side. Then I'd have everything as to how I'm going to get there and do that, like step by step sort of thing.
It almost sounds
So-
like you have a mix of like goal setting and also manifestation where it's
Yeah,
like you've got
I
a
think
bit of
it's
both. So
that.
you're
I don't think
actually-
it's like sat like going, guy, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Like, I don't think that's going to really get you anywhere. But I do think putting things out into the universe will also definitely help. Yeah, I think goal setting's a huge thing.
But also mixed with like just believing 100% that it's going to happen. Like you've got the perfect combination there. I'm inspired.
Delulu energy.
Delulu energy.
At all times.
And don't get me wrong, I don't have it all the time. Like, I definitely had it a lot more when I was younger. Like when I was younger, I'm telling you, I thought literally anything in my... I still believe that anything is possible if you want it bad enough. But like, I think going through things as you get older... and things not falling your way, you realise, oh, like, I don't know, even like when I went through like a really awful breakup, I thought to myself, oh, well, like, it hasn't worked how I thought it was going to in my head. Obviously it has, because now I've literally met the best person ever, but I don't know, like, as you get older, you realise that everything isn't just like as easy as that and everything falls into place. And so it can definitely knock you from having like self-belief. But I think, yeah, as a whole, like I've always been quite delulu. So.
Yeah, we love that. And as they always say, like when you're manifesting, it's like this or something better. Like the universe will never like give you the things that aren't meant to be.
Yeah. I've actually never heard someone say that. That's so cute. Oh my God.
I love this chat.
It's like awful happens now. I'm going to be like, yeah, it's just something better.
Something better's coming.
Something better's coming.
Something
yeah,
better's coming.
And you're obviously like an OG in the YouTuber space, like, and social media as a whole. Like when you first started, it was like before really anyone had started.
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
I could definitely... There definitely were people doing it before me, but yeah, there really was. I mean, now it's so oversaturated. Everyone's doing it.
How would you say you feel like it's changed since then to now? Like, what's been your like whole experience?
I think my main thing that I miss as well is nowadays I feel like everyone's offended by everything. Whereas back then, no one cared that much. Like, you could just upload whatever you wanted and people would just like find... like joy in watching it and just find it funny and entertaining. Like nothing was taken that seriously. Like nowadays I would never have an opinion on something because I couldn't even be bothered for the drama. Not that I even have very strong opinions like about like I don't know enough about politics or anything like that. So it's not like, oh, I'm not saying things like that. But you know, it's just easier just to not like say those things online or have an opinion on certain things. And I do feel like nowadays, like, cancel culture is so bad, whereas it never was like that when I first started out. It was just, I don't know, people just liked watching videos and they'd watch it, laugh, and then move on.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like, everything's taken so seriously and... oh my God, can you believe so-and-so said this?
It's a scary place to be online sometimes. Like,
it really
things
is.
can be really taken out of context and like twisted into a way that was never meant that way. And it's like, how did we get here?
Yeah, and it's like when I first started, it just wasn't like that at all. It really wasn't. It was definitely a nicer place to be. Yeah. Like 1,000% when I first started out.
For sure.
How was it growing up being in that space? Like, I feel like it's such a different like way to grow up.
It was crazy because... I mean, because it wasn't oversaturated, it was almost like I had way more followers than I have now, even though I didn't, because like no one was really doing it. So it was just such a crazy way to like grow up because I did so, like when I look back at my childhood, I'm like, wow, I did so many things. Like I don't think you guys call them GCSEs, your exams. I don't know what you call them.
Yeah. Our,
in school.
Like HSE we call it.
Okay. So we have GCSEs. Yeah. But, like, I couldn't do most of my GCSEs because, like, Nickelodeon was flying me to LA for the Kids' Choice Awards. And, like, I look back at my childhood and I'm like, what the hell?
What is that?
It's so not weird. Normal. Like, yeah, my childhood was not normal. And I had meet and greets and book tours. But, again, like, it's weird. Like, it felt like I had more followers than I did now because, really, there was a few handful of people that were doing it. And there really wasn't that many people doing it. So it's crazy looking back. I had such a cool childhood.
What's been your highlight so far?
Oh, probably going on Strictly. That would be like my biggest highlight. That was the most insane thing. Although I really wish I could redo it now. Like I wish I could do it at the age I am now because I just think I'd be better. But yeah, I think that was like the biggest pinch me moment and that got me from, I don't know, doing like social media to like the biggest TV show. That just blew my mind. I just couldn't understand why they'd want me to go on it. It just like absolutely blew my mind.
No, that was amazing. So, iconic for you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That's probably my favourite thing.
Would you do another show? Like a reality show or are you more like kind of moving into...
probably not another, not,
Yeah.
I know that is a reality show, but it is a competition. So I always said I never wanted to do reality. I love watching reality shows, but I just don't think I'd want to do it. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't think reality shows are for me.
Yeah, I can
don't.
see that. She wants to be a princess.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd really struggle if like somebody wasn't very nice and I had to live with them, and like I don't know. There's just so many things. I just don't think I'd be able to do it. Honestly, I think I'd just get upset and cry and then just be like, no, can't do this.
It'd be really hard. I don't like people that do reality TV are amazing. Like so strong.
Yeah, so strong. Like to be with that many different like personalities in one place, I think it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, especially because they deliberately pick people that have like different opinions, and there's always a villain, and like I don't know. I think personally I would really struggle.
Yeah.
Like, I think I could stick up for myself, but like in that environment, I don't know if I could.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Is there any other like dream shows that you have that you'd want to do?
oh, TV.
Yeah.
Well, my dream would be to do Dancing with the Stars, so the US version of Strictly. That would be my dream.
I would love to see that.
Oh, that would be. I'd cry. I cried when I got Strictly. I'd cry. Definitely cry if I got Dance with the Stars. I think I just love dancing. I love performing. So like anything like that would definitely be a big dream of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the vision board.
On the vision board. It's there. It's there.
Do you feel like because you have shared so much of your life online for so long, like the pressure to share every part of it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm learning that it's okay not to, but when I don't, I get so much hate. It's like, well, why haven't you shared? Oh, yeah. Like, so much hate. If I don't share everything, it's like, I can't believe she hasn't told us this.
What? That's crazy.
So, but my mum always reminds me, like, it's fine, Saf, like, you don't need to do that. Like, and I get stressed very easily because I'm like, oh my God, and people could be thinking this, people could be thinking that. And again, this is why Josh is so great for me. He's very calm. He's like, it doesn't matter. Like, it literally doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to talk about it. You don't need to upload that. So I think I'm learning, and I have been for like the past few years, to like not share everything. But yeah, I do share so much, so it is really hard not to.
Like people are expecting to hear every part of your life.
Yeah, and it's like, a lot of the like comments are, well, I just can't believe that you wouldn't tell us that. Like, or you're lying about this because you've not told us. It's like, well, I don't owe you everything. Like, I don't need to literally share everything, you know? So
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning. Not that great at it. I end up sharing it because I'm like, oh, I'll just tell everyone. You know?
Yeah, that would be really hard to find like any kind of balance between personal and public life.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been good at that. But I think I grew my audience. Like, my family were in my content from the beginning. So, like, I grew my audience with, I don't know, fully sharing my life. Like, that's always what I've done. Like, I was never known as like a fashion influencer. I was known as a vlogger and a YouTuber. Like, that was always what I was known for. So I always did share my life, and I daily vlogged for however long. So
people are really invested in everything.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for that. Like, I would, it's so nice how much people care and how invested they are. And like, when I've gone through breakups and stuff, like, honest to God, not even just saying this, but having so much support from people definitely helped me as well. So I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, sometimes it can be a lot because I'm like, I don't want to talk about this right now. Like, I probably will talk about it, but just give me a week. Like, at least,
you just figure out how you feel
processing.
Processing. Like, I think people don't realise that. They're like, I can't believe so-and-so hasn't shared this. And it's like, well, they also are human, and they probably want like a couple of days just to,
go through it themselves.
Yeah, go through it themselves. So
sure.
100%. And what's your favourite part about it, like about your job?
Oh, definitely just the freedom and being able to travel so much would be my favourite thing. Yeah, like, I think I'm just so lucky that, if I want to be, like, I've been able to travel so many different places, and I get to spend so much time, like, even with my family and stuff. Like, I'm so grateful that I'm able to do that, like, even my grandparents, like, most days I'll go see them like in the middle of the day and go pop into my grandparents.
Oh, that's
Whereas
so
like,
nice.
yeah, like, I probably wouldn't be as close to them if I had like a 9-to-5 job, because by then, like, they're having their dinner and they'll go to bed or whatever. Like, I wouldn't get to see them in like middle of the week and stuff. So I think even things like that I'm so grateful for, and I have to remind myself, because I realized that's not normal, that I'm able to do that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a huge
That's
perk.
nice.
yeah.
What would you say is your advice to anyone that's starting out in the industry now?
I would say consistency, honestly, is like the most important thing. I think because it's so oversaturated nowadays, obviously, yes, like quality over quantity, but honestly, only to a certain degree. Like, I don't think, and I do this, I overthink everything that I upload, but I don't think you should, because nowadays, social media is so fast paced and people are always finding somebody new to watch, that I think the biggest thing is consistency more. And it sounds awful, but like more so than even like quality at this point, because it's like they'll just find someone new to watch. Like, people are just scrolling nowadays,
Yeah.
you know?
No, I feel
TikTok's
like
changed
so-
things a
yeah,
lot, hasn't
TikTok
it?
is
Yeah,
really
massively, massively.
It's like you're across every platform, like literally YouTube,
Mhm.
TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram. Like it's a lot.
I feel like also I have not different personalities on each platform, but you have to approach them differently. Whereas like YouTube, it's more like quality for me, because I'm like, no, I want to upload like and I know that people are going to watch the 20 minutes, but like TikTok and Instagram, it's just so fast paced that I just
Yeah.
think like, don't overthink too much and just be consistent and do what you enjoy and you'll stick to it. So yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
What would you say is like next and coming up for you?
Oh, well, I'm launching my own brand.
So
So
exciting.
that's very exciting. It's crazy because I never wanted to be a business owner. Ever. Like,
Really?
never. No. Like, I've been offered like quite a few times,
Yeah, I
like
can
own brands and
imagine.
like, I guess just like put my face to it, like put my name to it, but technically I own it. And like, I've never wanted to do it, even though it would have been easy for me and it probably would have been a great way to earn money. But I don't know, I just never had the desire. Like, I never loved anything enough. At one point, I was going to bring out a hair extension brand, and that was something I loved because I'm obsessed with hair extensions. We were saying couldn't live without them now. Like, actually couldn't because I'd have no hair. But other than that, I was like, no, there's nothing else. And that was too hard, like sourcing hair and stuff. And I wanted to do it in such a kind way, and it just wasn't easy. So that just ended up not happening. And then I got offered like so many makeup things and stuff. And I was like, no, just like none of this feels like true to me. Like, I won't be committed to giving so much up for this. So yeah, that's really exciting, because when it came to this idea about me and Imogen, it's something we love so much. And like, I was so excited from the get-go, and we did it all ourselves. So that's really exciting.
So
I'm excited
exciting
for you.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It should be good.
It's a really fun
Again,
new
our
chapter
vision
as well.
board it goes on for a few years. It's quite big.
Oh, stop.
I can
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, lots of goals.
Yeah.
So that's really, really exciting. I think just like a lot of traveling. I mean, I'm trying to just really focus my time on acting, because that is my favorite thing ever. So I think a lot of trips to LA, a lot of acting. And yeah, like I have a few exciting things for brands and stuff, but I just hate being that person that like can't talk about
Can't talk
it.
about it,
But yeah.
And
So, I
excited
don't
to
know.
see you at Stagecoach as well.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'll see you there. So excited. Country girl now.
I know. I really am going to embrace the country girl.
So am
vibes.
I.
The
I'm
style
so
is so
excited.
good. The
Oh,
Western style,
Everyone's
love.
gonna look so good. I think
Yeah.
everyone looks good with a cowboy hat. Like
100%.
everyone.
It's
Yeah.
life changing.
It is. It really is. So
And I want to wear cowboy boots at all times, 24/7.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm so excited.
Hey.
I'm not organised and I've already planned my outfit, so that's a lot for me.
Wow.
So yeah.
I know, you were just saying that Josh like fully vintage shopped for you.
Fully vintage shop for me. It's great.
I
It's
need
great.
that in my life.
It's
Someone
when you
who
guys see the
vintage shop.
fit, you're like, oh, you didn't do that good.
No,
I
I'm
would
sure
never think
they're
that.
great.
Thanks.
Well, we have a little game before we finish off. We've got our after hours card game. So if
Okay.
you just pick up a card, read it out, and there's some fun questions on there.
Okay, cool.
You can shuffle or you can pick from the top, but
Oh god, I actually can't shuffle, so should I just
well,
Yeah,
you
just
can
pick a
grab
random one.
wherever.
can't shuffle cards? I wish I could. I'm not very good at them.
Actually, to be honest,
Imagine if you
either.
just like pulled it out.
So this is to me or to you?
To you.
Okay. What's your ultimate deal breaker on a date? Oh, I know this. This would be when somebody's rude to a waitress or waiter.
Oh,
Like,
the
if someone
worst.
was rude to a waiter or waitress, absolutely not. I'd be so embarrassed. First of all, I'd apologise for them. And secondly, like, I'd no go.
No.
Absolutely not.
I've told this story on the podcast so many times, but I had a horror story with this, and he like
Really?
wolf whistled to a waiter, and I was like, I'm so sorry about him. Like, so
way.
embarrassed. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
And did you apologise in front of him? Did you? Good.
Yeah.
Love that.
So bad.
I was
love
like,
that.
I'm so embarrassed. You're never, no.
I assume that was a first date.
You know what? It wasn't. But it was like, you know, some people just switch sometimes.
Yeah.
And like, I saw a
because everyone shows the
side.
best self when
Yeah.
you first meet them. So then it
Yeah.
was like his true colours were coming out.
Oh yeah, they came out, that's for
Wow,
sure.
no, I would die. Do you know what? Like, if any of my friends at home was rude to a waiter, I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I just think treat
disgusting.
people how you want to be treated. Like, just
Exactly.
wouldn't ever speak to somebody like that.
Nope.
Agreed.
Okay, right, next up. Random. Do you want to pick one? Shuffling my cards.
There you go.
Thanks. We've already asked this. Should I skip it?
Yeah.
It's what friend are you in?
Oh
23?
yeah.
Okay. I've done that one. It's because we've spoken about it so much.
I know.
Okay. What's 3 things you will never leave the house without? Okay. Phone, lip liner, and nowadays Josh. I don't know.
The
what
best
else would be-
accessory.
Yeah, the best accessory. Oh my god, this is so bad, but an energy drink.
Needed. What's your go-to?
I actually saw this on your TikTok of someone
So
describing
bad.
you as Celsius.
Yeah, obsessed with Celsius.
Oh, they're the
and
best.
obsessed with White Monster. Have you had a White
Oh,
Monster
no.
too? Oh, they're both so good. But peach Celsius as well. Banging.
We love
So
Celsius.
good.
As soon
It's
as we
so
touch
good.
down in LA, Celsius is in
Yeah,
hand.
because they've only just launched in the UK now, haven't
Yeah.
they?
Same in Australia.
Oh, really? They've
Yeah.
launched in Australia? Yeah, it's so good.
Oh,
I
the
love an
best.
energy drink. Like, it's
You need it for
really
this busy
not good.
lifestyle.
Girls
part of my
out
healthy
here.
girl era and my energy drink. But, you know, we all have, you know, our pros and cons.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, no, I love both. Love a White Monster and love Celsius. But I think, like, White Monster is the only Monster I like. Otherwise, it's all the Celsius flavours.
Okay,
So
I love that.
Try.
Worst first date you've ever been on? We need to hear all the details. I actually am not even just saying this. I haven't actually ever been on like a really bad date.
That's so
like
good.
truly, I haven't.
Do you think that's because you're
Oh my
picky?
god, that kind of is a lie though. Like, but it wasn't awful. Like, this guy wasn't rude or anything, but it was just really, really strange. Like, really bizarre. I just ended up having the weirdest time. Like
What did
this
you
guy
do?
planned a date.
Yeah.
But he ended up taking me to the cinema, which I just thought was really weird. Like, for a first date.
Yeah,
Like,
that is
first
strange.
date.
Like, you're not even talking.
Yeah, and saw Super Mario Bros.
No.
Like, just like really weird. Like,
That's crazy.
like it's just.
Like,
but again,
why?
like, it wasn't like. It was awful in the sense I was thinking, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like awful, like he was rude. Like, I think those sort of dates I would think is like a worse date. Like, I don't think I've ever gone on a date. I haven't really actually been on that many dates, but I've never been on a date where I've been like, oh my god, he was horrible, he was rude, or he was selfish, or anything like that. I actually haven't, which I'm quite blessed about, because
Yeah, that's really good.
very
I'm
lucky,
happy for you.
very, very lucky.
I feel like I'm the same. I'm like, it takes me a while to get on a date. So, like, I feel like you go through a bit of a
Yeah, like I.
pre-process.
That's it. I think I get to know them a lot before I actually go on a date
Yeah.
with them. Yeah.
I think that was my one bad date where it's like,
Really?
yeah, out of nowhere, I was like,
Awful.
wait, who are you?
And the thing is, like, were you still polite in the sense you stayed there? Because I think I would say something and be so embarrassed, but I just couldn't be that person who just gets up and walks out.
I think now, like, if I wasn't with my boyfriend I was dating, yeah, but at the time, I'd like fresh in the dating scene, and you can't stand up for yourself as easily.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
so I
couldn't-
didn't
no.
walk away, but I was like, I wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think I could either.
No,
like, I've had
so
friends that have been
awkward.
like, oh yeah, and I walked out on this date, and I'm like, how did you do that? Like, even if I wanted to,
Yeah.
like, I just couldn't.
I
Like, I
know.
just could not do
I
that.
don't think I could either. That would be really hard. Like, bye.
Yeah, like really hard. I mean, you have a lot of confidence to do that.
Oh,
Maybe I'm just
yeah.
not that confident, so.
That'd be tough.
Lucky you
Yeah.
haven't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's true. Mind you, Super Mario Bros. I was thinking, oh, I wish I could go
I'd
home
love
right
to walk
now.
out right now.
Yeah, and it was just really weird. Like, I'm all for like quirky fashion senses and stuff, but like this guy rocked up in like this huge bucket fluffy hat. Imagine a bucket hat, but like fluffy. I'm really
That's a risky choice for
like
a first date.
really weird. Like really weird for a first date. It's funny because you know Anna,
Yeah.
she was there at the time and she saw him with the fluffy hat and I
No.
and you know when like immediately I knew fuck's sake what's Anna thinking, like I knew she'd be thinking what the, and I was so embarrassed because I was thinking, oh my god, I can't even debrief my friend, and my friend is definitely thinking like what the hell.
So was that just a coincidence that she was there at the same time?
No. So she was like in the hat. So like we were both actually in the US. It was a date in the US. And we was sharing a villa.
Got
And
you.
so like when he came to the front door, like she was there. So like I knew, you know when you think, oh my god, what's my friend thinking? I knew what she was thinking.
Yeah.
But I
Can
was
just
so
get home and
embarrassed. And I
debrief?
thought I can't even look at her because she's going to start laughing.
Yeah.
So I actually can't even start looking at her. And the second I got home, she went, you like the fluffy hat? I was like, oh god, it was worse than the fluffy hat. So
That's so
yeah.
funny.
yeah.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, it is bad, but it's
But not the
you know,
worst.
it's not the worst. So yeah.
Oh, well, I think that's all we had for today.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
So much
for
fun.
Thank
chatting
you.
with
Sorry, I
you.
rambled quite a lot.
Oh, we love your rambling.
I know, because you've not been on a podcast in a minute. You and Anastasia
No, I know.
have stopped your podcast.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we got to a time where it was like a good, but also like I'm in a relationship. The thing is, that podcast was great if you're somebody that goes on loads of dates and if you're like single and stuff. And I feel like I just wasn't living that life. So it came to a good end, but it was really fun once we did it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys killed it.
Oh, thanks.
We're honoured to have you on.
Thank you for
I
having me.
know.
That was so nice. Thanks, girls. And I'll see you Saturday for our night out.
Yes.
Or a day took out, should I say, because we're all drinking early.
I can't wait.
Where are we going?
Alberslosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alberslosh.
Alberslosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try all your
So
recs.
good. Yes, absolutely. And you better start drinking on the plane.
Yeah, true.
We'll be
We're going to
there.
do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks,
so-
Saffron.
Thank you.